In the name of God, the most gracious, most merciful. I'm making this video for Jews, Christians, and Muslims. But it's mainly for my fellow Christian and Muslims out there. Okay, there's been a lot of controversy on whether Jesus was crucified. And a lot of people, they have the question, what is the difference between Christianity and Islam, and why is there that difference? Well, I finally found the evidence in Christianity showing that Jesus Christ, of whom was the Messiah sent by God to the children of Israel, was not crucified. So I'm going to show you the actual proof, God willing. Okay. Now, we have in Matthew chapter 27, verses 11 through 26. Jesus was arrested and brought before Pontius Pilate for sentencing and trial. The Roman governor of Judea at the time, he offered the crowd a choice between two prisoners. He said, I will release the one you want, and the other I will crucify him. In most translations of Bibles nowadays, we find this exact quote. Whom do you wish I release upon you, Jesus? Who was called the Messiah, or Barabbas? The people wanted Barabbas. So Barabbas was released, and Jesus, called the Messiah, was crucified. Now, many people don't know that these translations of the Bible do not go back to the earliest Greek manuscripts that exist. The only translation that has dared to go back to the earliest manuscripts available in the text is the Revised Standard Version. Going back to this translation, we find one crucial word. That's the difference between the Revised Standard Version and the other translations. And this one crucial word that was in the original text is only one word. Yeshua, or translated into Joshua, so that's the word for Jesus in the Aramaic. We can figure it out. The word Messiah or Meshiach, excuse me for my my Hebrew here. I'm sorry. The word Yeshua is the Hebrew word for Jesus. And the word for Messiah is Mashiach. Excuse me, I'm not very good at Hebrew, but that means the anointed one or the Messiah. So who were the Messiahs of ancient Judaism? Because we have many places in the Bible where people are referred to as the anointed ones or the Messiahs. So we find here that prophets have been called the anointed ones or the Messiahs. We find Pharisees have been called the anointed ones or the messiahs. But we know that Jesus was not the high priest of Judaism, because we have the list of high priests of Josephus, and he is not on that list. The third group would be someone to be claiming to be the king of Israel. If you are going to be claiming to be the king of the Jews, you're going to have to lead a rebellion against Rome, which the government of Rome was afraid of. And that which the capital offense and the punishment for this is crucifixion. Keep in mind, Pontius Pilate had the words King of the Jews on the cross, nailed to the cross at the top. You all remember the story from the Bible. It's mentioned. And then we have Jesus Barabbas. Except when you look at the oldest translations and the word in Aramaic, Barabbas is not a name. It's not an Aramaic name. Barabbas, let me explain it to you. Bar is a paronymic. For instance, we have Muhammad ibn Abdullah, the son of Abdullah. So Bar means the son of. And let's look further. Abbas. So we have Bar, the son of, Abbas. And when you find that Abbas, it's not the name of a person. So we have to translate it some more. The word Abbas means father. So let's go and read it again. Okay. All right, let's read it one more time in the Revised Standard Version. Whom do you wish that I release unto you, Jesus, who was called the Messiah, or the King of the Jews, or Jesus Barabbas? Because it's in the Revised Standard Version, that word Jesus is right before Barabbas in the Revised Standard Version. And the people wanted Barabbas. Jesus Barabbas. They wanted Jesus, the Son of the Father. So Pontius Pilate released Jesus Barabbas, and Jesus, called the Messiah, was crucified. Okay. Now, I know it's a lot of information, and it's shocking. But I want you to verify this information. And if you look at a good Bible commentary, you will see the evidence of this in the Revised Standard Version. If you find a good Bible commentary, you will find it. And we're still not done.